Good day, Toronto. Welcome to another Market Watch update. This is Zhen here from Prime Properties TEO with another update for you guys. So again, you'll probably notice the set's a little bit different. Recently, I was just discharged from the hospital for having my appendix almost bursting, so I got removed. So don't worry, I'm okay, but just apologize to everyone I have to cancel on this week and previous week. So this market update is coming to you guys a little bit later because I was in the hospital, but don't worry, I'm okay. If anyone ever goes through that experience again, I highly recommend you ask for the morphine painkiller drip. It makes it a lot better. So right now I'm going to talk about what's been changing in the market since the stats came out a week ago. So you probably noticed a lot of headlines saying that sales are still down compared to last year. So please guys, remember, don't compare sales last year, which was a hot market, to this year because it's completely different. So where we stand in terms of the number of sales since we're coming to the year end is that we're at about 80,000 right now. Whereas last year, because the market was crazy on fire and hot, it was about 100,000. So that's kind of a pretty big difference when you look at it, because 20,000 sales is quite a lot. But the interesting thing is that now we're actually slowly starting to see a ramp up, and a lot of people are thinking that the foreign buyers tax psychologically is actually wearing off right now. And there's a lot of things I'm going to explain in this video that I believe what is bringing back the buyer psychology, and they're more confident in the market right now. Okay. So as usual, I'm going to be going on a deep dive into the month-to-month stats, because again, we don't want to compare year-over-year stats because we're not comparing the same type of market anymore. We're comparing like apples to oranges. We want to be comparing apples to apples. So if anyone wants, I'm going to be putting all the stats in the description below in the drop box, so you can feel free to access them, but I'll blow them up for you right now as well, okay? So as of October, we see month-over-month stats that everything has gone up in every category, okay? And again, I'll blow it up for you guys, but you can see that the amount of sales, the activities for detaches up 10%, semis up 8%, townhomes up 13%, and condos up 8% from last month. So like overall transaction up 10%. And usually September is the more active month than October. So this is a pretty huge swing the other way, considering the fact that we actually have 10% less listings in October than we did in September as well. So that's actually pretty crazy if you think about it. The amount of inventory left in the market right now is about 2 to 3 months, which is still low. 6 is what we call balance, okay? When it comes to prices, they're still pretty much the same. Slight increases in every sector, about 1 or 2%. So if you bought a house this time last year in 2016, the prices around this time is more or less the same. So nothing to worry about. But what that does indicate is this is the first time that everything has gone back up. And that if everyone was waiting for the bottom to buy, unless you bought something 2 months ago, the bottom's probably over. And it really wasn't much of a bottom, because the prices didn't really plummet anywhere. They just kind of went back to the norm a year ago. So a lot of these changes are actually very minor, and but here's some of the things I'm seeing from the street as I'm actually trading in real estate, right? So the amount of good properties in good areas, they're still getting above asking numbers with multiple offers. The good thing is that I'm not seeing any bully offers right now where people are just coming in unconditionally buying without expecting it. But we are seeing good properties, good areas, marketed well, go for multiple offers. So just a couple of examples for you. A week ago, my clients were looking to buy a house in Davisville. We found a semi priced at 1.15 mil. And I thought it was about 200K underpriced or so for the area, because it's 5 minutes away from the subway station. Very well decorated house. Now, we weren't sure, and I even talked to the listing agent. No one had no idea where it was going to land. So on offer date, 21 offers later, it ended over 1.5 million. So that's an example of a good property, good area, marketed well, going well. The same thing happens in condos. We had a property that was on the 3rd floor on 33 Bay Street. On offer date, 33 offers, which is crazy. I'll put a little picture here that I got a notification. Listed at $399. I think it was about $60,000, $70,000 underpriced. Went for $507. So what this tells me is that the buyer psychology is out there, and the buyers are out there, and they're kind of just been lurking around. So as a final kind of note for you guys, if you guys haven't been following me, make sure you do. But there's been a lot of changes in the OFC rules, like the stress test for all the conventional mortgages. So what I'm starting to see is that people are afraid, like especially first-time home buyers, that what the stress test is going to do to their ultimate buying power in the future. So they have basically between now and end of the year, before January 1st, 2018 hits, to actually close the property so that they don't have to get stress tests. And this is actually causing a huge scramble. So anybody looking in a property under this $800,000 range, be prepared. I do think that you guys are going to come into a little bit of competition because a lot of people are out there actually still looking right now. So sellers, if you're worried about listing in November, you know what? I think you'll be pleasantly surprised because there's actually a lot of buyers out there. So that's kind of the market update. I hope I give you guys an idea of what's going on. I'm starting to see more activity in November. I wouldn't be surprised if it's about the same as October. So hope that helps you guys. And until next time, happy real estate, guys.